All right, guys, this is going to be a quick test, a live test. First time for Chrome OS Flex. By the way, I don't have my camera rigged up, but I'll do some share the screen here. This is a first live test. According to Google, this machine, this gateway, is not official, meaning it's officially a non-supported machine for Chrome OS Flex. So if something breaks, something goes bad, it's very possible. I will apologize ahead of time, but so far, Chromebooks and Chrome OS Flex it's been amazing. So those of you who catch this later, post some comments below and let me know what you think about all this. But if you are a Windows user, the Chrome OS should be your first Linux stop to test something based on Linux. All right, let's see what we have here. Again, no camera. Let me see if I can share the screen. So let's present, according to StreamYard here, share screen, verify, okay. I have several options. Let's go entire screen. You guys should be able to see this here in a second. All right, slight delay. Okay, so yeah, that's my icon there on the left. Again, I have no camera. Stevie is in the house. What's up, man? How are you? Steve says, Steve's very own. If you haven't already, check out Steve's very own YouTube channel. He says, okay, I'll stop watching Wimpy to watch me. Well, how you doing, my dear friend? So, yeah, this is my first live test for Chrome OS Flex. Again, this is, according to Google, this machine is unsupported. Expect bugs, breakdowns, whatever you want to call it. So hopefully this will last the length of this live stream. Steve, how you been? Playing with your OBS setup. Very good. Yeah, this particular machine here, this gateway, I could not get the Linux application environment to work. That part did not surprise me since the machine is unsupported. Disappointing because I wanted to try to install, OBS Studio. So, by the way, Steve, is my mic okay? Is it loud enough? Is it clear enough? The icon on the left shows it's working. This is just a headset mic. But anyway, yeah, I could not get the Linux. I could not set up the Linux environment, which is free if it works. It works on the Chromebook. But because this is an unsupported machine, it tried to install the Linux environment setup, but it froze and it came up an error message and it wouldn't work. So again, not surprising. So perfect. Sounds good as always. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, let me show you around real quick here. So Chrome OS, sharing my stream, or sharing the screen. I can stop it, I won't. We can collapse the window here on the right. Again, this has got to be one of the easiest desktop environments, not just for Linux, but for anything. It's self-explanatory. If you've tried a Linux-based system before, and maybe you said it sucked or there was bugs or it broke down, you need to stop that right now and try this. Just try this. It's free to download and install, and you might be surprised. All right, so dark theme, toggle back and forth. And I can set this to automatically go dark at night, light during the day. All right, so audio settings here. Again, simple stuff, my USB audio device. Again, toggling back and forth. Yeah, that's the night light, which I despise. Ethernet notifications. I can screen capture. Chrome OS Flex has a built-in screen recorder, which actually works pretty good. I won't test it here for fear of something breaking. Again, this is an unsupported machine for Chrome OS, but it appears to be stable. Once I'm done with this, I'll play it back. But so far, so good. All right, so the calendar, media controls. So everything on my end works good. Steve, I'm assuming there's no buffering on your side or any glitches. Again, I'm using the StreamYard app. There's some other apps you can use. EVMux is another one that I've tested, but I've been so used to StreamYard. All right, so let's go back here. So that looks good. So again, this is the the settings. Pretty basic stuff here. Network, Bluetooth, connected devices, accounts, device, personalization, search, and assistant, security, and privacy. Shut up. Accessibility, advanced, uh, developers, print and scan files, reset settings about Chrome OS, and yeah, it's a simple navigation system. I don't know what else to say about this. It's when that saying says, "Look, it's pretty black and white." This is exactly what it is. It's if you can't understand this, then maybe no system is for you. So you can search here on the top. If I type in Linux, there, and yeah, I can. I probably remove the Linux development environment. It goes about halfway, then it stalls an error. So didn't work. But again, not too surprising. So apps, again, pretty basic stuff. Go back here. All right, looks like everything is working. It's all good. Yeah. Um, I installed something called the Bit browser. And I was playing some top 40 jazz, what's called smooth jazz. There's a great, if you like top 40 jazz, check out smoothjazz.com, based out of Monterey, California. Kenny says privacy with Google. You can get security, but it's not the same. Hi, Kenny. Yeah, so this is the Bit browser. Simple, no flash, nothing fancy, pretty basic stuff. As far as this particular application goes. So this is Smooth Global Living, smoothjazz.com. And no, this is not a sponsored video from any corporation, including Smooth Jazz. But if you like top 40 jazz, check this out if you like that kind of music. But this is the Bit browser. Again, simple and fast, as well it should be with the Chromebook or with Chrome OS Flex. I first tested Chrome OS Flex some time ago when it was still under the developmental stage, meaning the unstable stage. It worked pretty good back then. What can I say? It just works. So that is the Bit browser. So I'm not seeing any glitches on my end here. StreamYard seems to work fine. We can auto hide the shelf, shelf position, go left, bottom, and right, set wallpaper and style. Screensaver, we have different options here. When your screen is idle, show photos, time, weather, and media info. You can toggle on and off. Again, about as simple as you can get with any system. Back to home. We can do the auto thing where it's light during the day, light theme day, dark at night. And there's a dark theme. I guess we'll leave it dark. Looks pretty good, actually. I like the default use of colors. The fonts, again, it's easy to, and you can change the size of this. The scaling for Chrome OS Flex is wonderful. It doesn't slow down at all. Yeah, Kenny, there is no privacy on the internet regardless of what OS or browser you use. Yes, sadly that is the case, my friend. Yeah. Hi, Cody Lamer. How are you? But yeah, you can certainly be secure, meaning against ransomware. And by the way, speaking of security, Chrome OS is one of the best. Multi-layers of security, virtually impossible to get ransomware or malware. I won't say 100% because nothing is 100%, but this is pretty darn close. There are many built-in security features, including the secure boot, sandboxing, and all that. So yeah, if you want security, not to be confused with privacy, Chromebook is definitely where it's at. All right, so like I can highlight your comments here. Built in, doing well. Just woke up 30 minutes ago, Cody. Okay, I woke up about an hour and a half ago. I have to. I'm doing well, thank you. I got to stop at a friend's house. One of their machines. I don't know something. It's a retired couple. They are not computer savvy. They got a new computer and they need help with it. So anyway, I said, sure, I'll come in on this Saturday. They'll pay me for gas and all that. So it's all good. Anyway, I'm doing good. Doing good. Can't complain. Ready for summer and the pool. All right. So yeah, with this, what you see is what you get. Fast. This is fast. I love speed. You cannot beat first the stability, obviously, because if any system is not stable, who cares if it's fast or it looks good? True? True. So, but this combines stability and speed. The best I've tested for any Linux since 2006, when I first tested Ubuntu. And of course, Ubuntu has changed somewhat disappointingly. But still, I would recommend to try if you're game for that. But since 2006, this is about a lightweight Linux system as there is. Flawless. It installs in like 5 minutes, log into your Google account, and it works the way it was designed to work. So what does that mean? Meaning it just works. If you just want to browse the web, stream music, movies, watch me ramble, watch Steve bloviate on Sundays. Not just kidding. Love you, Steve. Watch Steve make all the mistakes on Sunday mornings. No, but if that's what you do, emails, Skypes, you can't, which is many people here in the States and in this world. It's hard to beat a system like this that's free to try. And let's say you want something more, then pick up a $200 Chromebook or $300 Chromebook. You know, you don't have to spend a lot of money to try something like this. And this is just fun to use. If I can install the Linux environments, Linux apps, I would use this 24/7. But I still have it. And by the way, I am dual booting this. Steve says, hey, I make the mistakes, so you don't have to. We all make mistakes in life, don't we? But that is true, Steve. Yes. Yeah, I am dual booting this with the external drive with this is Linux Mint here, what you're seeing, the other drive. It's two separate drives. I got Chrome OS Flex on an SSD, Linux Mint Mate on the old 10-year-old drive, and the speed is noticeable. No fault of Linux Mint. But yeah, you can dual boot, obviously because they're both Linux systems with Chrome OS Flex and something else based on Linux, which makes it very handy, obviously. This is a desktop, Cody. Hi, Quails. This particular machine, because it's not Google certified, does not support the Linux environment. I looked at their list. In fact, Gateway is not even listed. There's no G listed. I'm not even sure if Google even knows what a gateway machine is. So but I tried, Cody. I could not get it to install. It goes like halfway or something like that. It stalls. But again, I kind of saw that coming. Not surprising. You may have better luck. I don't know. But on this machine, the Linux environment, it could be the chipset or the motherboard. Who the heck knows? But yeah, not unexpected. So I'm cool with that because again, that's not a bug. It's just not on their officially supported machines. They do have a lot of machines that are supported to install this. If you check the Google's support website for Chrome OS Flex, this now my other desktop might be, I don't know. And I may try it. I don't know. But for now, yeah, can't install Linux environment on this. On the Chromebook, yes, obviously. But that is the only disappointment for this. But for most folks who don't do content creation, they just want to jump online, watch things, do things. This is perfectly fine. And that's what this was designed for. So I'm gonna show the I'm gonna make the Arch users welcome. So you could create banners here. Ah, man, I still get a kick out of this. So yeah, pretty simple to use. And fast. Yeah, it's something in the hardware. I haven't really looked into it. Not that I really care. Um, so your machine could install Linux apps, a Linux environment. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, it's a with Linux in general, it's a hit and miss. Um, this has been mostly a hit, but your laptop isn't a slouch. Okay, yeah, yeah. This is a 10-year-old gateway, so the fact that it works this well, very happy with it. I was looking to get another machine, updated machine, but I got other things I need to take care of. I got a phone. Oh, this is the last year of security updates for my Motorola, so that's going to be my next somewhat expensive purchase. Move on up. So we'll have to forget buying a new PC for now, but this works fine. I kind of wish they had like an in-between light and dark theme, or like a color theme, instead of just, light and dark. I guess this is okay. The built-in screen capture recorder, by the way, is wonderful. You can record with or without a camera, with or without sound, or take a screenshot. It's great. Yep, I remember e-machines too. I had an e-machine years ago. Yeah. Oh, you're on your phone, Cody. Okay. How does this look on your phone? StreamYard, does it look okay? Let me show you the launcher here on the left. You can search up here, continue where you left off. Um, again, almost looks like an Android phone screen here. The first modern computer was a hand-me-down gateway, Steve. Ah, okay. Jerry Vireva is in the house. How are you? Uh, you're watching the EV Mux video with what do I prefer? I tested it once. Because I've been using StreamYard longer, I feel more comfortable using StreamYard, although EV Mux Jerry, if I recall, I think Steve, you tested it once. EV is fine. Yeah, it's got nice features. I think you can invite more people on EV I think Steve, you mentioned that. I don't remember exactly, but my personal preference right now, Jerry, would be StreamYard. All right, so back to the launcher. Let's go to the COG system viewer. A CPU usage. Again, I'm doing a live stream, so it's going to be a little higher. RAM usage is pretty low. Out of a total of 8 gigs, you can see this is the AMD A6 APU Radeon. Pretty dinosaurish, if that's a word, but hey, it works. So yeah. 12 on EV Mux. Okay, I forget what it is for StreamYard. I think it's 6, right? Something like that. If you guys ever are free on the weekends, Friday nights, join me on Discord, what I call Discord weekends. You don't need a camera. You don't even need a microphone, which is why I like it. So, yeah, I was on last night for about an hour, but no one was able. I guess everybody had plans. So usually Friday nights, sometimes Saturday nights. Join me on Discord. All right, Steve. Catch you later. Take care. What's up, Razor? All right, so nobody's complaining on this. I'm assuming Chrome OS Flex so far has been pretty good. All right, I'll stick around a little bit longer. All right, Cody, you work on Fridays? Yeah, sometimes I'm on Saturday evenings after 9. So I may or may not be on tonight on Discord, but you're always welcome. Ah, Acer owns Gateway. Okay. I should grab a glass of water. My throat's dry. But I was going to tell you guys about a year ago, Chris Titus Tech called Chrome OS Chromebooks an underappreciated masterpiece or something like that. And yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Chromebooks have come a long way since 2011. Need a drink of water. I'll be right back. So last month or so, I put out a top 3 list for the best Linux-based systems for Windows users, for beginners to try out. Chromebooks, Chrome OS Flex, number one, because, well, no bugs. So Chrome OS Flex should be number one on that list if you are completely new to all this. After that, you can interchange Linux Mint and Zorin OS. And the reason why I put Chrome OS number one, it's possible that somebody, somebody in your neighborhood may have tried a Linux-based system before, and maybe they found bugs or maybe it didn't work, and maybe that person said, well, this sucks. Not a fair statement, obviously, but if you let them try a Chromebook first or Chrome OS Flex with no bugs, you see what I'm getting at? That should be their very first test because they're going to test that, see how fast the sucker is. It works the way it's designed. No audio issues like I had in Ubuntu. Last month or 2 months ago, I updated my Ubuntu. No sound. The audio said dummy output. Are we talking about me or the operating system? I mean, come on, man. So that's my list. Chrome OS Flex, Linux Mint, and Zorn, my top 3 Linux list. What say you? Chromebooks have a place in the market, Jerry says. I have one that I don't use anymore because you do use your immediate consumption on a tablet. Oh, okay. Yeah, Cody, yeah. When you were in school, you got a Chromebook. It was just the Chrome browsers, but now you wouldn't you never thought of using Chrome OS, but now you like it because of Linux environment and Android support. Yeah, if you like to add the extra stuff, sure. Um, I suspect most Windows users will not care for the Linux environment. For the Android apps, probably. So Razer on Peppermint and Solidix, but Ubuntu on laptop. Yeah, Ubuntu has gone through many changes. I'm not a particularly big fan of the latest GNOME desktop environment. Yeah, it's just not for me. So, all right, I'll stick around for another 10 minutes or so. If somebody else is out there watching, wants to say hello right now, have a question, don't be shy. Please do. I don't do a lot of these. Um, Quails, Mint Mate. Yes, I'm dual booting Chrome OS Flex with Mint Mate. Love it. It's hard to beat the simple, no drama Mate desktop. Is it just me? you know, there is so much misinformation, it seems, on YouTube about what's best for beginners, or sometimes I hear Chrome OS Flex is the worst Linux. How could it be the worst if a Linux-based system has no bugs such as this? If that's the worst, then what do you call a Linux system with bugs? Let me say that again. If people say that a bug-free Linux system like Chrome OS Flex is the worst Linux out there, then what do you call a Linux system with bugs? A piece of you know what? You guys tell me. So, uh, yeah, exactly, uh, Jerry. Yep, yep. Chrome OS is user-friendly for those individuals that are not tech savvy, because the navigation through all of this, whether it's the settings or the file manager, it's simple English. Or as Arnold would say, blah, it's simple English. Blah, ugh. Thank you, Schwarzenegger, for those thoughts. Blah, Arnold's got a new TV series out called Fubar, by the way, speaking of the former governor. But yeah, I mean, how do you get, those of you watching this, how do you get more simpler than this? What you see on the screen, the settings. I don't get it. Again, there's not a lot of flash or fancy fonts or, graphics or animations. But once again, if the system has bugs, who cares about the rest, right? That's how I see it. That's right, Cody. Technology toss. You're right. He says, I am a Gentoo. That is right. Chrome is based off of Gentoo. Who knew that Mr. Simplicity here, Windows Linux, Total OS today, is a Gentoo user? I'm a Gentoo. Yeah. Of course, if you tell a Windows user that, hey man, you're using Gentoo, they're gonna say what? It just works. Again, an underappreciated masterpiece. That's what this is. It just works. So, yeah. Replace your Linux app and files with the previous backup. Another setting there. Backup Linux apps and files. Again, pretty basic stuff. I'm going to play this stream back sometime later on today or tomorrow, but it looks like, because no one's complaining, it looks like this Chrome OS Flex live stream test is a success. Right, guys? Everything works the way it should. No glitches or anything. Again, I didn't install any app to run this. I'm using the StreamYard web app. No OBS Studio here or anything like that. So, works pretty good. And this looks great on a 50-inch TV, by the way. Yeah. Again, I'll make the Arch users make it feel welcome. Arch users are unstable. Just kidding, just kidding. Looks good. Thanks, Jerry. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Yeah. And the fact that I can dual boot, it's even better. All right, we'll wrap this up here in 5 minutes. Anything else? Anybody else wants to say hello or ask a question? Those of you watch this later on today or the weekend, sorry I missed you. Maybe I'll catch you on the next one. That white theme is really bright on a 50-inch. Yeah, between dark and light. All right, so if anybody else tries this, let me know. You know, this is like I said, this Chrome OS has come a long way. Yeah. Now, I never saw this coming, but over the past, it was during the pandemic when they said Chromebooks surpassed MacBook sales. That's pretty amazing, you know. All right, guys, I'm going to end this here. Thank you, everyone who joined in. Hope all of you are doing well. Again, if you guys are free on the weekends, I'm usually on Discord Friday, Saturday nights around 9 p.m. New York time. I'm in Ohio, but I always say New York time, Eastern time. So yeah, stop in and say hello if you're not busy. All right, guys, take care, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.